Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Crimes, Killers, Cults,
and beer.
And beer. And wine, too.
And wine this time, yes. And rum, because I'm still drinking rum, so, there's that.
Well, in honor of our episode today, I'm drinking a fine wine. Bullshit, I'm drinking Bud Light.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're not drinking wine. There's no fucking way you're drinking wine. Don't even try that shit, boy.
Two crazy Florida men drinking beer and talking about true crime.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, just the fact that it's two crazy Florida men makes it that much cooler.
Indeed.
Except today we're talking about wine.
Except today we're talking about wine. And apparently a crazy-ass group of people that got really fucking militant about it.
Yep.
Anyway.
Okay. Yeah, our episode this week has to do with a group of French wine terrorists. And up until earlier this afternoon, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, right? I know. French wine terrorists, apparently. I guess that is a thing. Yeah, I had no idea at all that's a thing.
It is a thing. So, that is Todd.
And that is Bill.
Yeah, and actually this is the first episode that we've done that actually is centered around alcohol.
Alcohol, yeah, right?
I mean, it's been a staple in every episode that we did. I mean, the Ashleys, they were rum runners, but that wasn't exactly what this that story was about. It was about other things. So, but this one is wine is the central topic of discussion here.
Yes,
and the crazy things that French will do in honor of wine.
Right.
But so before we dive into it, since this is going to be a short episode and a little bit of a icebreaker after the hell that we put you all through last week with Mother Anna.
Oh God, yeah.
This was going to be a short and sweet fun one, but that leaves us open for a little bit of fun discussion at the beginning of the episode. So,
yeah.
So, I am, in the dating pool. I'm on online dating and everything, and failing miserably at it. But,
Damn, dude. Don't tell people that. Or maybe tell me. Maybe somebody
maybe they'll feel sorry for me. BillZillaProd@gmail.com. Oh,
if you feel sorry for Bill. Bill needs a date.
Yeah. By the way, feel free. We still haven't gotten another letter since that one where the woman from Idaho was, all over you.
Yeah, I know, right? Apparently, I'm popular in Idaho, or well, at least with one of our listeners, anyway. Anyway.
So if you have a question for us or that you want us to address on the show, just BillZillaProd@gmail.com. We'll do them.
Yep, hit us up.
Absolutely, because that was even though I got knifed in the back on that one, it was still fun reading it.
Fuck.
But so let's get crazy. A crazy ass dating story that you have. It doesn't have to be recent. I mean, mine's not recent.
Oh God, I don't. You go first, and I'll think about something.
Okay. Well, this was in the summer of 2006. I was in Hilton Head Island, and I had a photography gig where I would do boarding pictures for a cruise boat, for a cruise ship with the lighthouse in the background.
Wow, cool.
And then when the boat would take off for the cruise, I would haul ass to CVS, get the pictures developed, and I'd come back and sell them to people.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good hustle.
Right. Sounds like a decent little racket.
Yeah. But right next to the this is right at the Harbor Town dock, right next underneath the lighthouse, and there's a bar, a restaurant and bar there that I would go to after I finished selling my pictures. And I became a regular at this bar. And there was this waitress there that, I was into, and I started flirting with her. And this is just slowly but surely and everything. So I went, and or did I say, was it 2006? Yeah, it was 2006.
Well, that's what you said.
But I'm flirting with her. She starts flirting back and forth with me and all that stuff. And, after probably about a week and a half of doing this, I made my intentions known. I asked her out on a date. Oh. And she, got all like embarrassed or whatever, not in a bad way, just like, but she said yes. So I was like, cool. So the next day we agreed to go out the following night. And when I got there, I got there early and everything just to say hi to her, and she hadn't come in yet, but turned out she was off that day. There was a concert. There was a concert in the court, in the lawn area outside, on the other side of the property. It's hard to explain unless you've been there, but there was a concert there, and she was going to the concert. So she called me and said that she would meet up with me after the concert. And all right. I'm like, okay, cool. So, I ordered a drink. I drank it, and one of the waiters there, he's like, man, she's like, you've gotten to her, man. She's all excited about going out with you. I'm like, nice. All right. So, anyway, I go do my thing, all that stuff. The concert's going on. I can hear it. It's Don McLean.
Okay.
Bye, Mr.
Yeah. No, I got you.
I wouldn't go see him in concert.
I mean, dude, if it was like free or something, sure, but no.
Yeah, well, this wasn't free. They had a makeshift gate set up and everything. You had to have a ticket to get in.
Oh, damn. All right.
But I mean, if it was free, yeah, and I just happened to be there, sure, why not? But I ain't paying to see Don McLean. I used to be a karaoke host. I hate that fucking song.
Yeah, right.
So I go do my thing and I come back. So I go back to the bar. The concert's almost over. It's probably got maybe 30, 45 minutes left and everything. And she had agreed to meet me there at the bar. So,
right.
So I'm sitting there waiting, and once again the bartender is like, man, she is excited about going out with you. Like, okay, nice, freaking awesome. She's really pretty. But so she gets back from the concert and staggers up to me. Hey. She is obliterated drunk.
Oh boy.
I mean, just gone. And she throws her arm around me. She's like, yeah, we're on a date, yay, and all that stuff. She's totally making an ass out of herself. So we go to a different bar, and keep in mind, I'm sober. Well, I'd had a couple drinks while I was waiting for her, but I was still, pretty much sober.
All right.
And she's probably already a tanker truck of alcohol ahead of me. So I get, and this kind of ties into our story because she was drinking wine.
Oh, there you go.
So we go to a different bar and everything, and you walk in and all that stuff. It was her bar. I didn't know anybody at this bar. So, because I was a regular at the other one.
Right.
But she worked at the other one.
She
so
worked
whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting there and everything, and she's just being totally incoherent. I like him, and he likes me, and we're on a date. Yay! then she gets up, comes up behind me, and starts massaging my shoulder. Now, I ain't gonna lie, it felt good. She has really strong hands too.
All right.
So, but then she starts beating on my back, like with her fist, just beating.
Okay.
Not like with the fist part, kind of like if you were pounding on a door,
Oh, okay.
With the side of your fist. And honestly, that felt good too, but it got annoying after 3 minutes of it.
Yeah, right.
So finally, she just kept going. It's like there was no talking to her because she was just in her own little world. And then she fell on her ass.
Uh-oh.
And that I helped her back up, and I helped her into a chair. I looked at the bartender. I said, "Does anybody know her?" I'm like, and the bartender says, "Yeah." I said, "Would you make sure she makes it home safely?" I said, "Because I'm out."
Oh, damn.
And he said, "Yeah, no problem. We'll make sure she gets home." And he kind of looked at me. He's like, "I understand." So I left, and then the next day I show up, after doing my pictures and all that stuff, and she would not even look at me. She was so embarrassed. And then a few days later, she actually came up to me and apologized, and and it's just neither one of us really wanted to try again. Because if she's that bad of a drunk, then but whatever. I mean, we still were friendly to each other. It's not like I'm fuck that bitch or anything like that. It's just like the interest that we had was see ya. Yeah. So yeah.
Anyway.
So you got one?
Not really. I really don't. And nothing that cool. I mean, dude, I got the usual fucking, hey, let's go meet up at this place. And we meet up, and then, pretty much like your story. Like, either they were fucking wasted or I was wasted. And things just never worked out. But,
Yeah. Okay.
Your story was much better because you actually remember details. I haven't been in the dating pool in fucking 20 years. I don't remember things quite like that.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Well, I do. I've got this photographic memory as well. So
yeah, I do too, but mine's out of film. So so I can't remember anything. I barely remember what I did 20 minutes ago, let alone 20 years ago. Come on now.
Okay. Well. We've wasted enough time. We're 12 minutes in. So,
yeah.
So, CRAV, C-R-A-V, it's the Regional Committee for Viticultural Action.
Okay. The fuck does that even mean?
I don't know. It's French.
It's French, okay.
So what
oui.
What do French people take very seriously?
Besides putting mayonnaise on their French fries, I guess wine.
Yeah, wine.
Since you said earlier the story is about wine, I couldn't really get that one wrong.
Right. So they take their wine extremely seriously. And the French, they believe that they have the monopoly on wine in the world, and if the wine doesn't come from France, it's just garbage.
Oh, so they're snobby about that shit too, huh?
Yeah. So
snob. Never mind. Hey, if anybody's French, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. You guys aren't totally snobs, but you know what I mean.
Welcome to All Things French, where if it's not French, it's crap. But that's what they apply to their
it's not
wine.
French, it's crap. Yeah, that's great.
So they're very snooty and elitist about their wine, and you know what? I mean, even our French listeners, wouldn't even take that as a jab or anything.
They'd be like, yes, we are.
Yes, we are. So. Sources on this one, crack.com, they had a list of like crazy crimes, and that's how I found this. Wiki, and there's a website called timakin.com. It's a wine reviewing site, and this article is called Wine Terrorism, Meet the Crave.
Wine terrorism. That still kills me.
I know.
Who'd have thunk?
Who'd have thunk? So CRAV, they take defending the purity of the wine in France to ISIS-like levels to keep foreign wine out of France.
Wow.
So
okay.
Yeah. So they're mainly active in
what happened?
Languedoc Roussillon in southern France.
Okay, I have no idea what you just said, but we'll go
Neither
with
do I. Which is a region in the southern region. It's a region that's been infiltrated by surplus production and lots of imported foreign grape slop.
Ah, all right.
So the domestic wines produced there have waned in quality due to producing and focusing more on money than on releasing a product that lives up to the perfect French standards.
Oh, okay.
So,
the perfect French standards. That's great.
Yeah.
We're talking about wine here, people.
We're talking
wine. It's wine.
No, people. Wine is cigars. People will obsess to no end over wine and cigars, and I've never understood it.
Well, apparently Scotch as well, from what I hear. But anyway, that's not the point.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw a bottle of Scotch at a fucking liquor store that was like $289, and I'm like, why? But you know, it's I guess it's a connoisseur thing. I guess
if I pay $289 for a bottle of Scotch, it's going up in a closet, and I'm going to pass it down from generation to generation to generation to generation.
The bottle better suck my dick after I drink it for that much money.
I ain't gonna drink it. I'm gonna just pass it down to generations, and like wait I'll be in my will. It has to go 5 or 6 generations. Then somebody gets to sell it, because then it'll be worth a shitload of money.
The Scotch is going to be just like fucking crypto and NFTs, dude. It's just going to fucking plummet. You spend $289 on it. 20 years from now, it's going to be worth $1.50.
No.
I don't know, dude. I'm making shit up trying to be funny because I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't have a good dating story, so I'm trying to be funny elsewhere.
So, this sounds like these wine producers in France and the rest of Europe took lessons from the Michael Lang playbook.
Yeah, right.
Oh, speaking of which, we have an ad.
We have an ad.
Apparently, they did. So roll it.
Yep.
Hiya, everyone. This is your old pal Michael Lang here, legendary promoter of Woodstock 69, 94, and the most famous of them all, 99. That was fire. I just want you all to know that I am a sophisticated man. I am a connoisseur of fine wine. I love wine so much that I revolutionized the European wine industry using the same ideas that I use on the 3 Woodstock events. With my help, the European vineyards really built their profits by using less expensive equipment, less expensive grapes, and budget-grade paper for the labels. It was a success that resulted in less expensive wine for everybody. And by allowing for more distribution to other countries, it also opened up lanes for great imported wines like Franzia, the wine in the box. So the next time you unscrew your next bottle of wine, just remember, you owe it all to me, Michael Lang, world-renowned promoter and wine connoisseur. Have a nice day, and enjoy your wine. What? Who's CRAV?
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah, no shit, right?
Of course, Michael Lang had his hand in that shit.
Of course he did, because, you know,
yeah,
his grubby little fingers touch everything.
CRAV, which was founded in 1907, believe it or not. And
oh my.
At that time, it was mostly a snooty wine aficionado club, and since its inception, and they would hold festivals and everything, but in the 90s they started having protests when the foreign wines and the cheaper domestic wines started becoming an issue. But really, it was only an issue to them.
Yeah, right. Nobody else cares, just you guys.
Yeah, and it was a lot of wine, grape growers and wine, like family owned and operated wine distributors and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
So people that probably had a family wine recipes that had been passed down generation after generation and everything. So yeah, I get it that they'd be pissed off, but I really don't think that the majority of the public
Gave a
really
shit.
gave a shit. Yeah, because you could still get the good wine. You're just going to have to pay more for it.
Right. Yeah.
So, but we're going to get into that, and Lang kind of touched on what happened.
Yeah, pretty much.
Although he thought it was a good thing.
Well, yeah, dude, he thinks everything he thinks of is a good thing. So
Yeah.
there is that.
So they took their wines very seriously, and lots of the foreign influx was a result of the European Union opening trade, and the results obviously were cheap wine in order to lower prices.
Right.
The EU rules interfered with the single French market and introduced subsidies to a lot of the winemakers. But you have to increase your bottom line, and by doing that, you have to cheapen your product.
Yeah.
So CRAV couldn't, they couldn't have that.
Well, of course not.
No. So they came up with a list of demands to the French government. They demanded higher tariffs against the imports of Spanish and Italian wine because their regulations led to lower costs and less red tape, which leads to more economical wine production. Basically, quantity over quality.
Yeah. Right.
So they even had a problem with cheap wine labels. I mean, they were using like just basic cheap ass paper and everything because the labels on some of these more expensive wines and everything, they're done on like parchment paper and whatnot.
Oh yeah. I know what you mean. I mean, I've never drank any of those, but I know what you're talking about.
Right. So they focus more on exports to places like Australia and the U.S. and other foreign markets.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, Australia makes some good fucking wine, dude. I don't care what anybody says. I know we're not talking about that right now, but Australia makes some good goddamn wine.
I don't know. I can handle wine in very small doses. And when I say small doses, just a couple sips, maybe one glass of wine, and I'm switching back to beer.
Well, I know you, dude. You're a beer drinker, man, and that's your thing, and that's fine, dude. I try to branch out. I drink all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But dude, I forget the one it is that's got the kangaroo on the label, but dude, that is some good stuff.
Kangaroo wine.
It's Australian for wine. I forget what
Australian
it's
for wine.
It's something foot, I think. I forget what it's called, but yeah, no, dude, it's good stuff.
Okay, but so in 2007, CRAV released a video saying that blood would flow in the streets if French President Nicolas Sarkozy failed to act on their demands and raise the price on domestic wine.
Blood will flow. Oh yeah, they sound like a bunch of tough characters. They're like, French presidents go, "What, you fucking wine snobs? What the fuck are you gonna do?" Oh.
Well, you're about to find out.
Okay, here we go. I guess they did do something.
Yeah. So CRAV began their violent campaign. They were destroying wine distributors that distributed imported wine, and
okay.
There were random attacks, and they weren't very organized at first, but they did get the government's attention and the attention of the wine distributors, the domestic wine distributors.
All right.
March 6th of 2006, CRAV, with 120 masked men armed with crowbars, attacked two warehouses in Ceuta and emptied the tanks that had thousands of gallons of wine.
Oh.
And in 2008...
I'm assuming they didn't drink it.
No, it was...
Yeah, it was the cheap stuff from out of state. We can't have that.
It wasn't French, so therefore it's crap!
It's crap!
I wish the story took place in Scotland.
No shit, right?
Welcome to All Things Scottish. If it's not Scottish, it's crap.
It's crap.
So, also, later in 2008, they attacked a warehouse in Nabon.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Sorry, French people, if I'm butchering the names of your cities, but
Yeah, you probably are, but that's all right. We're just fucking Florida men, dude. We're like swamp wizards. Don't pay any attention to us. We mean no harm.
right. In July of 2013, the socialist headquarters in the town of Carcassonne.
Yeah, probably. That's probably closer to than what you said the first time.
Yeah, Carcassonne.
Yeah, dude, you're making all these French towns sound Italian, man. What's going on with you?
Yeah, the big linguini terrorists.
Oh, that's next week. Come on now.
So, the socialist headquarters in that town was bombed overnight, and it was a canister-based bomb, and the letters CAV were spray painted on the outside of the building, and also a nearby school was damaged.
Oh, see, now see, they done messed up now. They fucking damaged a school.
Well, it was at night, but
nobody
was
it doesn't
there.
matter. You can't be damaging a school if I can save your alcohol, so I mean, shit's going to go bad for them.
True.
I can see it happening.
But in 2014, a letter was sent to the home of James Gregory. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
He was a chateau owner, who had sold his chateau to a Chinese conglomerate.
Okay.
So a letter was sent to the chateau owner's home saying that James had paid with his life for selling the chateau to a foreigner just 10 days after their dire warning.
Oh.
The Chinese buyer, Lam Kok, he also paid with his life.
What?
James Gregory.
No, what was the Chinese guy's name?
Lamkok.
Lamcock?
Lam Kok.
Dude, that's the best name since Long Duck Dong.
Oh, he's dead. But,
Well, you know what I mean, though.
yeah, but
Anyway.
Gregory was the owner of the chateau, and he had died in a helicopter crash along with Lam Kok, his son, and an interpreter. And the letter was signed with, "We want to live in our own country."
Okay. Don't you?
And yeah.
Yeah, what does that even mean?
I don't know. What would the French version of America be?
Francais. I don't know. Vive la France. I don't know. Fuck if I know, dude. I'm thinking of every fucking French thing I can think of to say right now, and nothing's really working.
So, but police weren't convinced of the claim. They think it was just a random helicopter accident, and they just seized on the moment.
Yeah, they probably did.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because
I totally believe that more than the fact that they actually caused that thing to happen. Yeah,
right. Like how they do it? Throw it, use a giant slingshot with a wine bottle and throw it and launch it at the propeller.
Yeah, dude. They threw a bunch of them fucking box wines at it.
Oh, Franzia.
Yeah.
Well, Michael Lang, he loves his Franzia.
Yeah, well, dude, everybody loves that box wine shit, man. That's fucking ridiculous. I don't get the whole box wine thing, but whatever. If it's your thing, it's your thing. Go for it.
Right. But then again, you don't unscrew the boxed wine, do you?
No.
Oh, I guess you do. No?
No, they usually have like a little, like a igloo cooler spout.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. I've seen it.
You pop out the spout and you just like pour it like out of like you're drinking Gatorade out of a cooler on a football game. But yeah, anywho.
But in March of 2014, a telephone exchange was attacked near Toulouse.
Toulouse.
Yeah, and it was, CRAV graffiti was left near the scene.
Do you think it's even them, or you just think it's like brandos just fucking doing shit now?
No, it's them. It really is them. I mean, they do exist, and
I know that, but you know what I mean. Though, as I do, you know what I'm saying. It's like the shit. You hear about this shit on the news, and then a bunch of randos just go out and do stuff, and like we'll blame them for it. Whatever.
I can see
snobs.
I can see your reasoning for questioning that, but I don't think that that's the case. I think that these were all CRAV.
It was really them. I'm just bringing up another point of view, I guess. I don't know. But
yeah, it works. In April of 2015, CRAV organized a large protest in Paris and in Brussels.
Okay.
And while the protest was going on, another group of CRAV, 100 winemakers, they shut down a highway where 5 Spanish wine tankers were in a convoy.
Oh, interesting.
Two of them were fully emptied, and the other 3 were half emptied, and they were allowed to continue to their destination with the words "illegal wine" painted on them.
Illegal wine. Dude, why am I picturing Kevin Costner fucking chopping open barrels?
Yeah, right. But
anyway,
the wine spilled all over the highway and everything.
They did flip up blood on the highway, or whatever they said earlier. Blood will flow, or whatever, in the streets.
Yeah, you jumping ahead. I made that analogy too.
Dude, you know me. You know how I roll. You know I always jump to those things, especially when you set it up like that.
Well, it gets better.
Oh, awesome. All right, I'll shut up.
This was this was captured by TV cameras, and they report. I'm sure you can find it. I didn't go looking for it, but I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. But they reported that this tragic loss of wine was enough wine to keep a French family drunk for an entire month.
An entire month, okay.
An entire month, 30,000 plus gallons.
Oh yeah,
one family.
One family for a month. I guess they drink their.
They
go through some wine, and dude, they let their fucking kids drink, so whatever, it is what it is. Everybody gets wine at dinner, from what I hear. I don't know. I don't know if it's true, but it's what I heard.
They should have said like an entire block of a French neighborhood.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Though, that's what I do. Seriously, like, dude, dude, you could be 3 years old. It's dinner time. Have a glass of wine, kid.
Yeah, I know. But if this had taken place in Ireland, then yeah, sure, one family.
Or Scotland, yeah.
Scotland.
Fuck yeah, right. Yeah, that's a lot of wine for just like one. I mean, I don't know how big are the families in France at this whatever time this is. Is this happening nowadays, or is this
yes, this is recent. This is 2016.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, I don't know.
And France is one of those countries that's having fewer and fewer children, like the United States.
Well, apparently because they're all drunk on wine and can't fucking. Dude, at 30,000 gallons will keep one family drunk for a month. No wonder they're not having kids. Jesus, how are they
whiskey
still
dick
conscious?
So,
anyway.
In July of 2016, an arson attack was carried out at the Jean Glazie's estate in Ovelian.
Okay.
And CRAV graffiti was painted all over the wall.
Yeah.
Also in July of 2016, 30 masked men broke into the Venedi's company offices and warehouses in Morellahan. I'm sorry, French listeners.
If we have any.
We do.
We won't after this episode.
We do have French listeners. I've looked at the stats.
We won't after this episode. You just pissed every one of them off.
Either that, or they're making fun of us. They're doing a podcast
Stupid
over there.
American.
Stupid American.
Stupid American. You heard how he pronounced our fucking name, our town names, dude. He's totally fucking wrong. And then the other guy's doing a terrible French accent.
It's like, yeah, God, I can't do a fucking French accent.
Just sing like Pepe Le Pew. Oh, oui, oui, monsieur.
Oh, oui, oui, monsieur. I'm an American podcaster. I'm from Tampa.
I'm from Tampa. We live in the swamp.
We live in the swamp and we fuck alligators.
Well, speak for yourself.
No, that's a French podcaster making fun of us.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, yeah, you know what? I totally get that. Yeah, I can see that. Go ahead, go for it. Let it rip. You can't hurt my feelings. But I don't fuck alligators, just so you know.
I don't either.
There's too much danger involved. There's no point in even trying.
No. So they smashed the equipment at this place inside, along with the business office, and they also lit the building on fire.
Oh, they're escalating.
In 2016, CRAV attacked the wine vats belonging to a distribution center, and
good luck with this one.
Byron and Cité, releasing thousands of gallons of wine into the streets, and that actually flooded local buildings.
Yes, the streets will run with blood.
Yep.
Or at least red wine, anyway.
Red wine. I drink it off the street. So, emergency crews actually had to put up, sandbags and everything to block the river of wine that was coming down the street.
Holy crap!
Apparently, this was on a hill.
Oh, geez. All right. Oh, that's fucking hardcore.
A lot more than 30,000 gallons.
Yeah, right? Holy shit.
So,
when you got to put sandbags up to stop the wine, Jesus. Yeah, somebody had some fun.
Yeah, CRAV didn't make make blood flow, but they did make the streets turn red.
They sure did.
And add in locusts, and it's a biblical plague. With drunk locusts.
Drunk locusts.
So when they're flying, the drunk locusts are flying around. When locusts fly and everything, you can actually hear it go. So are these? So drunk locusts, does it go like? I don't fucking know.
Fuck if I know, dude. I've never seen a drunk locust. It never even occurred to me to try to get a locust drunk, so I have no idea.
You know what? We're coming. We're going to be hitting spring before too long, and that's when those black and yellow grasshoppers show up.
Oh yeah, those giant fucking prehistoric beasts.
Yeah, I'm gonna they're the striper locusts.
The yellow and black attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna. And Striper being a Christian band and the yellow and black locust. That's just funny. That's just funny.
Right? I never even would have put that together until just now. But yeah, that is kind of funny. Anyway.
And I got COVID at a Striper concert.
Yeah, I guess God wasn't looking out for you.
No, but when those little fuckers start showing up, I'm gonna get like a thing of Franzia and put it out there and see if they drink it.
There you go.
Do a little experiment.
For your relatives in France, have a drink.
So now, at one point, and this happened like before this obviously happened before the 2000s. Muammar Ghaddafi took notice of CRAV, and offered to supply them weapons because they were getting militant.
Oh boy,
with their protests and everything. So Muammar's like, hey, if you want to up your ante and really make war against the government, I can help you.
Oh Jesus! Of course he can.
So CRAV officials considered the offer, but they declined.
Good for them. At least they did something right.
Well, I mean, think about it. I mean, there would obviously be strings attached.
Well, yeah. Of course there would be.
And also, he's just in it to stir up chaos. He doesn't care about their cause.
Oh yeah, he doesn't give a shit about them. He's like, dude, let's see what else I can fucking.
Yeah,
dude. So we're old enough to remember what this asshole did back in the day.
Yeah, I think we should do an episode on him at some point.
All right.
But yeah, they're just like, nah, thanks, but no thanks. But the thing is there was a meeting in France with Muammar Ghaddafi in person, where they said thanks, but no thanks. But you know what? I'm impressed with them. I mean, it's like, okay, they're not just people that are just like, oh, let's just burn down the city just because we're angry and we don't know why. These people are angry. They have a cause and they're doing, they're committed to it. They're not going to get involved with somebody like Muammar Gaddafi just to escalate.
Just to be militant wine snobs.
Right.
Oh boy. All right. I'm sure there's more to it. They're not just militant wine snobs, but that's kind of the way it's coming off. But anyway.
Right.
I mean, I get what they're doing. They're trying, keep things, made in France and blah, blah, blah. I get it. No worries.
Yeah. So the group still exists, but the attacks have stopped for the most part. But they still protest. But the thing is not one member has ever been arrested. And
really?
They are,
at all?
Yeah, at all. Not that I could find. And
wow.
they are designated as a terrorist group.
And they just I mean, okay, they've de-escalated a little bit apparently, but at the same, dude, they're just free to roam. All right.
Yeah. I had no idea that the French were so batshit crazy about their wine.
Yeah, right. Jesus.
I mean,
well, you do know too, though, that like when you drink champagne, like on New Year's Eve, that champagne toast or whatever. Mm-hmm. It can only be called champagne if it comes from the Champagne region of France. Anything else is sparkling wine.
Oh, so I can make a perfect clone of actual French champagne, but it's still
it would be sparkling wine because you didn't make it in the Champagne region of France.
How are you gonna know if I did or not?
Dude, you're talking about people that just dump fucking like 300,000 gallons of wine down the street because it was subpar. They'll know.
I guess.
Yeah, dude, you don't want them great people coming after you. I wouldn't mess with that shit.
For some reason, I'm reminded of that episode of The Simpsons with the Flaming Homer drink.
The Flaming Homer, yeah. Yes. The Flaming Mo.
The Flaming Mo. I can picture Homer as like a member of CRAV.
Right. Oh, boy. Oh, God. Here we go. Anyway. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I mean, I know this is a short episode already, but it was a fun one, man.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, I know we're not quite done yet, but still, dude, that was interesting.
I have one paragraph left.
All right, well, let it rip, Tater Chip.
So, we really should have been more careful when we named the French fries Freedom Fries. Because all of us, the French people in the United States, could be like, oh, they call it Freedom Fries. It's French fries. And, I blow my nose at you. I fought in your general direction.
Fought in your general direction. You and your Canadians.
You the American pig dogs.
Come back and I will taunt you a second time.
No, but CRAV, I mean, damn, I mean, I could just see him, like back then when all that shit was going on about the freedom fries, I could just see him, just.
Well, dude, French fries aren't even French. Some American dude made them.
I know that.
But yeah, I know what you're saying.
I know that.
Well, you know what? You know why we started doing that, right? Because the French are just lazy and always surrender.
Yeah, I know.
But apparently there's this group of wine snobs that fucking like threw down, dude, and that's ballsy, dude. I like that.
Yeah. So.
But, at least they've de-escalated, and they just protest now. They're not blowing up schools anymore.
Right.
Even though I know technically they didn't set out to blow up a school, but they damaged it, so that counts.
Yep. Well, the thing is, they were masked and all that stuff. I mean, there was really no where to tell.
Who knows who they are? Yeah, I know. I get it.
So, but I don't know. I liked that one. That was
a good story,
fun.
Bro. That was a fun story. Dude, we need to do more shit like this, like these little stupid, short, little funny stories that we can just have a good time with.
Yeah, we will. I'll start looking for them and everything. And this, it's just, I don't know. Some of them there's just not enough information.
Oh, well,
And
I know.
And for those, we could put together like 3 of those and make one episode, like a potpourri episode out of it.
Yeah, we need to start doing a little more lighthearted fun stuff, because we do a lot of deep, dark fucking shit.
Yeah, like the one that's coming out after this one.
Yeah, the one after this one is going to be
intense.
I don't even think that adequately describes it.
No, where it's Charles Whitman, the Texas Tower sniper.
Yeah. Anyway,
and now to take us out, this is Mark from Mental Illness Theater doing some amazing spoken word voice work just for this episode. Thanks, Mark. Check out Mental Illness Theater, everybody. They're great.
Jacques, come here. I must tell you something. You know, Jacques, wine is the blood of France. For over 1,000 years, Jacques. For fucking millennia, we have perfected the making of wine. During the Revolution, we killed the nobles, then we took their wine and vineyards. When we celebrate, wine. When we are sad, wine. That is why, Jacques, my blood boils when I see inferior wine from foreign countries being sold in Mother France. To drink another wine from another country, Jacques, is like spitting in the face of your mother. New World wine? American wine tastes of gunfire, yes? Australian wine is like piss of dingo. You spit in your mother's face with dingo piss. That is why, Jacques, we must fight. We must fight against this invasion of foreign wine. We must tell Ernest and Julio Gallo to fuck themselves in their old flappy assholes. And I mean fight, Jacques. We will bomb their trucks. We will burn their shops. We will uncomfortably fuck them in their faces. All in the name of fresh wine.
Anyway, okay, thanks a hell of a lot for listening. I mean, we really appreciate it. And, if you like what you hear, just, subscribe, rate, and review if possible, right. And hook us up with a 5-star or whatever. If you like us, tell a friend. If you hate us, tell an enemy.
Yeah. And, thanks again, man. You guys are great. We love you guys. I mean, I still cannot believe that where we are right now.
Oh, I know.
And it's all because of you people that listen to us. You wonderful, wonderful people. So thank you so much.
Yeah. And by the way, I subscribe to a rating service and everything. It's kind of, I canceled my subscription immediately because it just wasn't, I didn't think it was worth it. But Apparently, we are the #1 true crime podcast in Suriname.
In Suriname? We're still in Suriname? Hell yeah.
We're the #1. Now we had talked about that on an episode that wound up not getting published, not getting released.
Did we talk about that one on that one? Fuck.
Yeah, it was on that one. But there we were like the #5 true crime podcast in Suriname. Now we're #1.
Now we're number
We're
one.
#1. We're #1.
In Suriname. We love you, Suriname. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, shout out to Suriname.
Fuck yeah.
If you're listening to us in Suriname, send us an email at billzillaprod@gmail.com.
Yes.
Because,
Because, we really want to, we want you to actually tell us that we really are that good in Suriname. We're going to get, emails from Suriname going, we've never even heard of you motherfuckers. I don't know where you're getting your information from.
Well, then how did you get our email address?
You know what I mean. Yeah.
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 But I mean,
you got me there, but you know what I mean.
If we start getting, a bunch of emails from people in Suriname and everything, and a bunch of engagement on Twitter and all that stuff, then we do a world tour. Suriname is the first stop because we're #1 in Suriname. We're not #1 anywhere else.
People just like us. We're like, I don't know. We even cracked the top 100 everywhere else. But who cares? We'll get there. It don't matter. Yeah. I don't care. I love you guys.
Absolutely.
Keep doing what you're doing.
So go to our website. It's linked in the link that you probably found this episode on, and it has links to all of our socials. Our Twitter is CKC_beer. Our Instagram is also CKC_beer. We have a Facebook page. It's Crimes, Killers, Cults, and Beer Podcast. And the website also has links to all of our episodes on all the platforms. It has links to my original music, and merch is cha-ching, and merch is coming.
Merch is on the way, yes.
Merchandising.
Where the real money from the podcast is made.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, holy crap, we're under an hour.
That's never happened before.
Well, yeah, it hasn't happened in a while, that's for sure. Anyway, until next time, later.
Cheers, everybody.